One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Charlotte 49ers, Jerry Richardson Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on last year's national champions, the Charlotte 49ers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the 49ers will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. All right, guys, let's talk Raging Cajuns. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's Winfield. The sure hands, it's Sampson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking down the middle. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. And the Raging Cajuns decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The 49ers are rolling down the field. The give to the tailback. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Charlotte. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dupree. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Let's take a second to talk about the Raging Cajuns. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
Got his man downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Turning it on. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the toss. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. To the air. It's Winfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. RPO complete to open the drive. Open space at the 25. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Niners! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Western Kentucky put together a very impressive showing in one of the more complete victories we've seen from the Hilltoppers in some time. Heck of a showing today from this group. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Try to get it to the edge. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Raging Cajuns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught over the middle. It's Baptiste. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Winfield. Makes the grab. At midfield, he's got room. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Dupree. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period. Charlotte has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Dupree. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The Raging Cajuns are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Runs through a tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Sampson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Unloads quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This defense has owned the first half. They've given up some yards on this drive. Big third down coming. You've built a little bit of a lead. Try to force the field goal. Don't give up the big play here, and you've had a great first half.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Dropping back, it's Winfield. He caught it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
This offense has converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. A 3rd time would put them in the end zone. They'll send the tight end in motion. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana. Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Handoff to the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
And the 49ers are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long.
Get set, get set.
They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's taking the shot. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Charlotte!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Winfield. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man all alone. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Gets it past the marker. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds.
I don't think the defense was expecting an outside run there. Offensively, they go with the toss play, and the running back's able to get to the outside and downfield. It was too late before the defense was able to tackle him out of bounds.
And the Raging Cajuns will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well give it to him again.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Winfield. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Raging Cajuns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. The quick out. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Tosses it incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it go to the end zone. Picked off. What a play by this defense. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Tight end getting vertical. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down, got to use their time wisely. They'll immediately call timeout. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Running back searching for a hole. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Let's go. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the driver.
One more snap coming before halftime. The DBs will back off a bit. To throw, it's Winfield. Oh, they're after him. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Raging Cajuns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. The throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this offense did a lot of good things there in the first half. Wouldn't surprise me if they punt this one away after that incompletion on 3rd down. They do have the lead. I think you've got to put some trust in your defense here to not give up any points and get you the ball back.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Handoff to the single back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Raging Cajuns can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the move, it's Coffee. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Defense in press coverage. Looking downfield, it's Winfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
The give from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Sampson. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Cajuns! And the comeback is on.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by 7 over LSU. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, that play-action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Pressure coming. Gets it out quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of room to run. Touchdown 49ers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Coffee. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Sampson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Raging Cajuns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Winfield. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
The Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Catch in the middle, it's Sampson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up.
There he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Power football with the run. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Carr. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. Man, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw to them, and they'll make big plays for you.
And he knocked that one right down the middle.
28, Louisiana, 21.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Take over, 1st and 10.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Makes a catch along the sidelines, but he's going to lose yardage.
To the wideout. Loses brings up third down.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. He might want another play. On third down, he drops to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Touchdown, Louisiana! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time.
Well, the punter wasn't able to get a lot of leg on that one, and it gave him a chance to field it, and then he found his lane, he put his foot in the ground, and it was off to the races. A huge momentum-shifting play on special teams for that touchdown.
And it's good, and we're tied in the fourth quarter. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The 49ers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Finds his man, it's Austin. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? And a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
And the 49ers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The run from the shotgun. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On first down, here comes this offense. They want to throw it. Got a man, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Charlotte! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Spirited matchup with ramifications inside CUSA today, guys. Here's how it finished up. Kansas State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in the Little Apple. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been those K-State fans who will enjoy this win. A busy day in CUSA, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking to throw, it's Winfield. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Coffee. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Catch in the middle. It's Moncrief. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Makes the grab on the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Wants to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. They'll go right back to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Niners! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Okay, so the QB scramble, went out of bounds. It counts as a sack because it's a loss on the play. You know what I did as a defensive lineman, guys? I chased him and tried to be the first one and the closest one near him. Because guess who gets the sack? Yep, that guy.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. This is a designed run. Turning it on. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cajuns.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Just over a minute to play, they're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Under a minute to play, they can just take a knee and put this game on ice.
It's such a good feeling, the best feeling in the world. The best formation is victory formations for offense, where I can just catch the snap, take a knee, Jesse, and watch that clock run.
And it's got to feel good, too, because this was a physical football game. Both teams leaving it all on the field, and the offense now an opportunity to ice this thing, take the dub into the locker room, and get ready for your next opponent.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Running to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And the kicker will try to add a little cushion to this late lead. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. A hostile environment can have a